Georgia commissioner of insurance, former, who used insurance money that he stole in order to finance his campaign for insurance commissioner and won. I kid you not. Let me take you to the state of Georgia. There's a guy named Jim Beck. Let's put up Mr. Beck's picture. Now, this has not received a significant amount of media attention. This should be national and international news, but it is not. Georgia's former insurance commissioner, Jim Beck, was sentenced in federal court Tuesday to several years in prison. A jury convicted Beck earlier this year of fraud and stealing more than $2 million from a former employer. Authorities said Beck used the money to do what? To fund his election campaign and pay his credit card bills and his taxes. Yes, he's a Republican. The irony is staggering. The man is running for insurance commissioner. He's running an insurance company. While running for insurance commissioner, he steals $2 million of his insurance company money to run a successful campaign for insurance commissioner. I don't know what this guy's plan was. I mean, maybe he thought if he became the insurance commissioner, he would not investigate himself. Because in the state of Georgia, when you are the insurance commissioner, you get to investigate what? Oh, insurance company. So I get it now. His strategy was, if I'm the guy in charge of investigating insurance companies and I steal money from my own insurance company to become the insurance commissioner, I won't prosecute myself. Well, the federal government still has authority here and they got involved. US District Judge Mark Cohen sentenced Beck to 7 years and 3 months in prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. Once again, not even strong national news. What are Republicans saying about this corruption? Nothing, not a word, not a peep. Cohen also ordered Beck to pay back $2.6 million in restitution and to serve 3 years of supervised release after he gets out of prison. Beck, who's 60, remains free on bail and is likely to report to prison in December. They're giving him the option to go to prison when he feels like it, basically. It's negotiable. Now, I don't know about you, but where I'm from, when you got sentenced by a judge, you did not get to walk out the courtroom and just tell them when you plan to turn yourself in. But that is exactly what is going on with Beck. This guy is able to kind of negotiate when he wants to go to prison with the federal prosecutors. He said, I hope that I have made life better more than I've hurt people, Beck said. I do know that I have actively damaged precious relationships and I pray for restoration. Beck managed the state-created insurance company, Georgia Underwriting Association, before he became commissioner in 2019. The organization was designed to provide Georgia homeowners with high-risk property insurance. You know what that means, right? You know who you ripped off, right? Okay. The evidence makes completely clear that Jim Beck is a thief, Assistant US Attorney Brent Gray said during trial. He is an ordinary, plain, fast-talking, and rich fraudster who ripped off people who had difficulty getting house insurance. So you know who he's ripping off? The vulnerable, the poor. Dina, he's going to the pokey, but this was not national news. This is a major federal corruption case. Beck stole millions of dollars, disenfranchised individuals that really needed the protection the most, and barely a peep in the media.
Yeah, I mean, that's surprising because like you said, the fact is that it wasn't just even a private company he was stealing from, it was government money. You know, he has to pay back the Cincinnati insurance company, which reimbursed Georgia fund for the money he stole. And it was for these vulnerable, high risk property insurance, which actually is going to be more and more necessary with climate change. Many more properties are gonna be in this high risk category. There's gonna be a lot more funding necessary in this area, and people are gonna be a lot more vulnerable. And the fact that he used this money for his election, I think speaks volumes about money in politics. Because why is it that somebody who's running for office either has to have a lot of money or has to cozy up to some sort of corporation to get funding, or here he literally is stealing money to do it. I think that's a sad statement about who can run for office in this day and age.
Yeah, and during the trial, it was pointed out by someone who used to work for the IRS who does these audits now. They said, listen, this guy would withdraw 10,000, 20,000 at a time, and they still can't account for what he actually did with that money. But I can guarantee you this, he paid somebody with that money, and that somebody or those somebodies, we don't know, because their names did not come up during the trial.